A Punk's Picnic offers a final meetup for the weekend warriors on the afternoon of Sunday, August 20th. A flea market was in the mix, as well as food provided by Onion Maiden. Returning to the Rock Room for a final evening's hardcore revelry to jumpstart the night, a triumvirate of shows brings an extreme end to this year's Skullfest. Once the commotion at the Rock Room has abated, a pair of shows divert Skullfest's attention between the grand finale at Belvedere's and a grind finale at Gooskie's. Abrading the Rock Room crowd with their aggressive pummel, Pittsburgh's Scalpel ignite the Rock Room audience with a ferocious stomp. Next, Extended Hell bring about a furious, hardcore beatdown from the Big Apple to the Steel City. Hurling himself into the crowd, the band's vocalist incites the audience as the band rages behind him. Careening through the Rock Room speakers with careless abandon, Brooklyn's Urchin tears through a set of gritty punk. Judging by the number in attendance, as well as the number of tattered Urchin t-shirts and patches seen throughout the weekend, this must have been a widely anticipated performance, and the band's straightforward style definitely carried a vibrant energy. Following Urchin, Blood Pressure takes the back alley stage of the Rock Room, wreaking cyclonic devastation with a whirlwind hardcore attack. Pittsburgh's Blood Pressure agitate the audience into a whipping frenzy. Hailing from Boston, Savage Heads drop a set of blistering hardcore punk, evoking the frantic energy of early 80s UK punk. Savage Heads scorch an already raw audience. The addition of a second set on the weekend from French Oi Punk's Ricks sweetens the pot for those in attendance. However, the pressing need for sustenance and the overriding desire to not miss a moment of the grind finale going down at Gooskie's necessitated my early departure. Just down the street from the Rock Room, Gooskie's backroom ambience awaits the spastic-minded masses for Skullfest's grind finale, while a short trip to Lawrenceville welcomed the Stomp and Kick Patrol for the weekend's grand finale, a record release party for Pittsburgh's metallic hardcore troupe Killer of Sheep. Shortly after arriving at Gooskie's, Pittsburgh's Slaves BC encroach upon our oral safe space with a harrowing onslaught of molten glacier riffs. Ranging from a dirty, blackened flurry to corroded sludge excavations, Slaves BC opened tonight's grind finale on a vitriolic spree. Sadly, tonight's show marked the final performance for the band's vocalist, but with a new, acid-drenched throat already lined up, the band looks to soldier on. Spreading a cacophonous plague deep within the heart of the Polish hill, the elusive Brown Angel descends to our mortal dimension. Torturous sludge transiting through scraping noise and numerous diversions in between, Brown Angel spreads its caterwauling pestilence to a willing hometown crowd. A singular experience, the band wrenched their instruments with apocalyptic erosion, crafting a set with deconstructionist zeal and an atmosphere of creative destruction. Preaching from a literal pulpit, South Carolina's Bathe assail the audience with a caustic wash of squalling noise and disjointed riffage. Paraphrasing the band's lead vocalist, Bathe came to yell at us about birds, and screech, and scrape, and squall. Backed by video footage of various feathered critters engaging in avian activities, Bathe's performance in the darkened room is accented by the band's convulsive delivery and occasional bursts of strobed light. Spastic insanity imported from the United Kingdom, Mr. Lizard offered their Pittsburgh audience a schizophrenic blast of hostile grind. Visiting Skullfest on the final night of their U.S. tour with Die Choking and Bathe, Mr. Lizard end their North American journey in fierce fashion. A strafing assault from the lead vocalist is offset by the guitarist's backing vocal harangue. Storming through their set, the bass player renders his instrument into firewood and scraps in the closing moments of the band's final song. Boasting the most ferocious guitar tone of the weekend, Philadelphia's Die Choking mercilessly deliver a targeted grind assault. Blitzing through each song, the drummer's relentless, percolating battery drive the songs under the oppressive weight of the guitarist's crushing and vicious riff work. Joining the fray, representatives from each of the preceding bands proceed to thrash, mosh, and headbang at the front of the stage. Songs that creep with malevolent intent and pointed blitzkriegs that rage into the night, Die Choking's half-hour set delivers a relentless assault of devastatingly pointed grindcore. Concluding 2017's revelries, Gooski's Grind Finale is a rousing close for my Skullfest experience. International grind, brutal and relentless grind, ornithologically themed grind, even hometown grinding noise sludge. The pummeling barrage capped off an exceptional weekend in celebration of heavy and loud music. With a heavy dependence on the various strains of hardcore punk, metal inclinations, noise-based freakouts, and crust and grind expositions all find a waiting and willing audience, and each facet contributes to a vibrant and exciting weekend.